I gotta admit, I don't give a damn if nobody is with me today.
So Stephen A. Smith just went nuclear on the Knicks organization after their embarrassing playoff collapse. And this isn't just hot takes. This is surgical analysis of organizational failure. We're breaking down why the Bridges trade destroyed their championship window and what it means for their future. Let's dive in.
I'm pretty pissed off. I really am. I'm in no mood to play any games.
This raw emotion is exactly what championship-starved franchises deserve when they waste historic opportunities. The Knicks entered this season with legitimate finals aspirations after decades of mediocrity. When you blow a window this wide open, fans have every right to demand accountability from top to bottom.
But damn it, this is personal. Usually, 99.9% of the time, I walk into work every single day thinking about you, the listener, thinking about you, the callers, thinking about you, the viewers. Today, it's about me. It's about me and Knicks fans everywhere. And a New York Knicks team that's about to blow it, that's about to get their asses bounced out of the first round of the playoffs when we had championship expectations.
Those championship expectations weren't media hype. Vegas had the Knicks as the fourth betting favorite to win it all. With Boston dealing with injuries and Milwaukee struggling, this was genuinely their best title shot since the 90s. That's what makes this first round collapse so historically devastating.
This damn Mikal Bridges, Mr. 4 unprotected or 5 first round. That's what we're going to call Mikal Bridges, his middle name now. His nickname anyway. Is it 4 unprotected or is it 5 first round picks? Which one do you prefer? Because either way you slice it, it ain't worth what we're getting in return for it.
The Bridges trade ranks among the worst in NBA history when you factor in return versus cost. 5 first-round picks is more than teams gave up for Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, or even James Harden. Those assets could have landed a legitimate superstar instead of a role player.
The Atlanta Hawks have the Knicks reeling. The Atlanta Hawks, led by Jalen Brunson, got C.J. McCollum, a 32-year-old who was more famous for being a good player and a sidekick to Damian Lillard once upon a time in Portland, who was making noise as president of basketball operations. President of the Players Association. We didn't know the brother was going to come out there looking like the second coming of Steph Curry. But that's what he does now when he's on the damn basketball court, and the New York Knicks don't seem to have an answer.
McCollum averaging 25 points on 60% shooting this series is basketball malpractice. He's a 32-year-old guard who hadn't shot this efficiently since 2016. When veteran role players suddenly look like all-stars against your defense, it exposes fundamental roster construction flaws that can't be coached away.
OG Anunoby can't stop him. Mikal Bridges can't stop him. Jalen Brunson damn sure can't stop him. I mean, damn. What the hell is going on?
This defensive breakdown reveals everything wrong with the Knicks team building. They spent $150 million on a perimeter defender in Bridges, but can't stop a 32-year-old guard. Championship defense requires scheme versatility and multiple stoppers, not just expensive names on paper.
Jonathan Kuminga coming over from the Golden State Warriors. How the hell is this dude looking the way that he's a Steve Kerr, one of the top 6 coaches in the history of basketball in some people's eyes? How does brother get out of the building? How is he an Atlanta Hawk? Playing defense, dropping 21 points, shooting better than 50% from the field, at least 50% from three-point range?
Kuminga's breakout perfectly illustrates why championship teams develop talent instead of overpaying for it. Golden State turned a raw prospect into a two-way weapon, while the Knicks mortgaged their future for a one-dimensional player. Player development beats desperation trades every single time.
Did you see the $150 million man that the New York Knicks traded 5 first-round picks for? 5. Lakers didn't trade 5 first-round picks for Luka Doncic. Phoenix, or Houston rather, didn't trade 5 first-round picks for Kevin Durant.
Those historical comparisons are devastating and accurate. The Lakers kept their picks when trading for Anthony Davis. Phoenix gave up 4 picks for Durant, not 5. Even the Nets' Harden trade was 3 picks plus pick swaps. The Knicks literally set a new standard for organizational desperation.
What I didn't realize in a moment is that the New York Knicks would surrender not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 unprotected first-round picks.
Unprotected picks are organizational suicide when you're not a championship lock. Protected picks have value limits. Unprotected picks can become lottery gold if your team falls apart. The Knicks essentially gave Brooklyn 5 lottery tickets with no insurance policy whatsoever.
The Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks do not do business with each other normally. They have no interest whatsoever in helping the other for obvious business purposes.
Crosstown rivals making trades is rarer than championship banners in New York. The Lakers and Clippers, Giants and Jets, Yankees and Mets, they just don't deal. When the Nets agreed to this trade, they knew they were absolutely fleecing their biggest market rival.
They say, we gonna go out and get his boy, because Jalen Brunson was in a position to sign a 5-year, $270 million deal.
Brunson left $100 million on the table to help build a winner, and management responded by overpaying for his college teammate. That discount was supposed to create salary flexibility for multiple impact players, not subsidize the worst trade in franchise history.
Leadership is you being Jalen Brunson and going like this. I love my boy. I love my boy. I want him on this squad. I really, really do. But we can't give up that much for him, y'all.
Championship leaders protect organizational assets above personal relationships. Magic Johnson didn't lobby for Michigan State teammates. And Tim Duncan never pushed San Antonio to overpay for Wake Forest alumni. True leaders separate friendship from franchise-altering decisions when titles are on the line.
If I'm the leader of a team, and I'm the star of the team, and I'm the face of the franchise, we ain't giving up that much for a non-all-star. We're just not doing that. I'm not going to allow that to happen. But the New York Knicks did.
Michael Jordan famously told management not to overpay for his friends because championships mattered more than comfort. Kobe Bryant pushed for Pau Gasol, not college buddies. Championship leaders demand excellence, not familiarity when building championship rosters.
Mikal Bridges, by the numbers, in Game 3. 4 turnovers, 3 shot attempts, 2 assists, 1 rebound, 0 free throws, 0 points, 0 steals, 0 blocks. Damn, I can do that, and I'm almost 60.
That stat line belongs in playoff infamy alongside Magic's 1984 finals turnover and LeBron's 2011 disappearing act. 0 points on 3 shots in an elimination game is historically terrible for a max contract player. The Knicks literally paid $30 million per shot attempt.
The New York Knicks have not won a title since 1973. They have not been to a final since 1999 in the lockout-shortened season when they went to the finals against Tim Duncan and David Robinson, and we knew they were going to lose. And if we're being totally honest, if they went to the finals this year and it was against Oklahoma City, we probably know they're going to lose again.
51 years without a championship is Brooklyn Dodgers territory. The Knicks have the longest active title drought in the 4 major sports, and this collapse might extend it another decade. New York deserves better than organizational incompetence masquerading as championship building.
But at least we had hope they could get there. With Boston hobbled, with Indiana hobbled, with Milwaukee hobbled, at least we thought we had a chance. Now we seeing cats on the come up, giving them a run for their money.
This was the most open Eastern Conference in decades, with every contender dealing with injuries. The Knicks had a clear path to the finals and couldn't beat Atlanta in round 1. When opportunity meets preparation this poorly, it creates organizational trauma that lasts for years.
If we had half of those assets we traded away for Mikal Bridges, Giannis Antetokounmpo would have been in the New York Knicks uniform this past summer. And I'm here to tell you right now, with his calf injuries, with him being hobbled, with him not being 100%, I am here to tell you, America, and the basketball world, we should do everything we can to get our hands on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Those traded assets could have headlined a Giannis package this summer when Milwaukee inevitably listens to offers. Instead of 5 picks for Bridges, they could have offered 5 picks plus players for a 2-time MVP. That's the difference between contending and pretending.
Because Becky Hammon head coach for the Las Vegas Aces, that showed up on NBA Today weeks ago, was absolutely right when she said, a few days ago, when she said, as great as Jalen Brunson is, you can't win a championship with your star being 6 feet tall.
Becky Hammon nailed the fundamental truth about modern NBA championship construction. Since 2000, only one champion had their best player under 6'3". That was Isaiah Thomas in 2004, and he had 4 Hall of Famers around him. Size and versatility win titles.
You need somebody that can get their shot off in the last second instead of getting trapped on the right baseline and throwing the ball away to a Josh Hart. That's what the hell you need.
That specific play where Brunson got trapped perfectly illustrates the size problem. Elite playoff defenses can force undersized stars into impossible situations that 6'8" superstars simply don't face. Championship teams need players who can create shots over any defense scheme.
And the New York Knicks don't even have the assets. The only way they'll have a chance to get Giannis Antetokounmpo is if he walks into the office of the Milwaukee Bucks and he says, I want to be a New York Knick. Because guess what? Miami has better assets to offer than the New York Knicks. Oklahoma City has better assets to offer than the New York Knicks, along with a bevy of other teams, including San Antonio.
Oklahoma City has 15 future first-round picks. Miami has Tyler Hero and multiple young assets. San Antonio has Victor Wembanyama's gravity. The Knicks depleted their treasure chest for Mikal Bridges and can't compete in any serious trade conversation for franchise-altering talent.
The New York Knicks appear to be a franchise that may have blown their opportunity. And once again, Leon Rose was nowhere to be found, hiding away from the cameras, hiding away from the microphone, eating burgers and cheesesteaks and hot dogs and stuff like that, but ain't making this team any damn better.
Championship executives like Pat Riley and Danny Ainge face the music during crises, not hide behind public relations teams. When the Heat struggled, Riley held press conferences. When Boston failed, Ainge explained their strategy. Accountability starts at the top of championship organizations.
And if they go home in the first round, the coach deserves to be gone, players deserve to be gone. I don't give a damn if Leon Rose is gone. And I'm not advocating for anybody to be fired. I'm just saying what they'll deserve if they lose in the first round because of this mess.
Championship organizations demand accountability from top to bottom when they fail to meet expectations. The Patriots fired coordinators after missing playoffs. The Warriors traded veteran leaders after disappointing seasons. Mediocrity cannot be rewarded with job security in championship cultures.
Because it is my contention that if the New York Knicks don't make it to the finals this year, and they don't get Giannis Antetokounmpo this offseason, it might be another quarter century before the New York Knicks are back in the NBA Finals, let alone in position to win something.
Championship windows in the modern NBA typically last 3 to 5 years before salary cap reality hits. The Knicks may have just wasted their entire window on a single catastrophic trade. Without elite young assets or cap flexibility, rebuilding championship equity could take decades.
I'm not in the mood. I will hang up on your asses. I'm telling you right now, I'm in no mood. I'm not playing. I don't care whether it's football in the draft. I don't care whether it's basketball. Make your points quick and succinct. And don't mess around with me, or you will hear a dial tone quicker than you can say your own damn name.
This emotional breakdown captures exactly how championship-starved fan bases feel when organizations waste generational opportunities. 51 years of disappointment deserves this level of passionate accountability. Sometimes only brutal honesty can force necessary organizational change.